Hey guys, Chris here from Fastlane Academy, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Domcop software, which is a tool for finding expired domains. I'm going to show you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and the method that I personally use to find high quality expired domains. And I'm also going to show you actually a much better tool to use with some live examples where I show you why this other tool is so much better. So let's get started. Okay guys, so before we get started, I wanted to let you know about a free training that I'm putting together for how to profit from expired domains. Now, it's not going to be one of those trainings where I just give you a little bit of information and then I try to upsell you into some, really expensive course. All the information is going to be completely free. And it's also not based around domain flipping, although I do cover that, how you can make money from expired domains by flipping them. But the problem is, what I found, it's really hard to get a good domain to just flip based on the name, alone. And the people that are doing it, there's so many of them that usually the good names get snatched up really fast, or they go for a lot of money, and it's just really hard to make money flipping domains in my experience. In fact, I don't even do it. But I'll touch on it in the training if that's something you want to do. I actually have a completely different strategy that most people aren't using. And, to me, there's so much potential and opportunity in this other strategy. And there's so many, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of domains that become available every day that I don't see it ever getting saturated. And from my experience, it's much more profitable. So definitely sign up for that. Like I said, it'll be completely free. Now, at the time that I shot this video, I was still working on it. I'm putting it together for free, so it's not, the top of my priority list, but I do plan on getting it done really soon. So what I've done is I put together a sign up form on our website where you can sign up. If it's not there, when you just click on the link in the description below, if you're watching this video on YouTube, and the course may be ready already. If not, there'll be a sign up form either way. So you can either get the course right away if I'm done with it, or if it's going to be coming out soon, then just sign up and we'll shoot you an email whenever it's ready. If you're watching this video on our website, just look below this video for that sign up form to get that course. Okay, and the second thing that I want to go over with you that's really important, guys, is some of the links that I put to the tools that I recommend, in my free trainings and courses. Some of those links are affiliate links, and all the information that I provide is free. If you click on the affiliate links for the products that I promote or that I recommend, I do get paid a small commission for that. It does not affect the price that you're paying. And actually, in some cases, you actually get a better price if you click on that affiliate link. But here's the deal, guys, with providing free information and trainings, it takes a lot of my time and a lot of resources, and these affiliate relationships are how we're able to provide this free information. So, if you want us to keep putting out this free information, like I said, it's not going to affect the price. So, if you want to go forward with some of the tools I recommend, please use the affiliate link so we can keep putting out good content. So that's it. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so here we are inside the Domcop software tool. And before I show you how it works, let me go over the two features that I do like about the tool. And the first one is that it is cloud-based, so you don't have to download anything and run it on your computer. Everything runs on their servers, so it does not take up any resources on your device. And second, it has a nice clean interface, as you can see here, and it gives you all this data that you need, most of what you need at a glance. So I like the appearance of it. However, it also has some filters that I'm going to go over here in just a minute that you can set to make sure you get, niche specific domains with good metrics. Now, here's what I don't like about it, which is unfortunately a deal killer for me, and it probably should be for you as well. And the best way to show you that is just to run through a couple of examples. So let's just say, for example's sake, that we're looking for a expired domain in the gun niche. So what I would do is, I'm going to go here to the search screen to where these filters are. And like I said, in the free training I give, I'm going to go over all these metrics and why I set these. But for just example's sake and to make this video as brief as possible, I'm just going to run through them real quick. I like to set the domain authority, which is the Moz domain authority, to 20 or higher. I want the Majestic Trust Flow to be 5 or higher. I want the age of the domain to be at least 1 or 1 year or more. And then I want to set the Majestic Links to 50 or more. Okay, and then I also want to look at expiring versus expired, because the problem with expired domains that have been expired for quite some time is that usually they've been picked over. All the good ones have been taken or spammed, and it's just really difficult to find one that's already expired. So I like to look at the ones that are expiring soon. I found that's where the best opportunity is. So I'm going to set that, and I'm also going to set it just to find .com, .org, and .net domains. And then here, we're going to make sure this contains button is checked, and then I'm going to put in gun, okay, and then I'm going to hit search. And so basically what Domcop is telling me is that of all the expiring domains, there are only 2 that have the metrics that I am looking for, and that is it. So keep that in mind. Domcop just is showing us 2 available domains. So let me run over to the tool that I like to use, which is this Domain Hunter software. Now, the downside to this is that it has to run, you have to download it, and you do have to run it on your machine. But what I found is it really doesn't take a lot of resources. So it's really not that big a deal, and it is so much less for all the features that you get. And it has a lot more features that I'll go over here in just a second. So this is what it looks like. But before I run that, what I want to do is I want to go over here to a website called expireddomains.net. This is a list of all the domains that are about to expire, and this service is completely free. All you have to do is go and sign up for a free account, and then you can do all the searching that you want to do. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to put that same keyword in, which is gun, which I want the URL to contain. Okay, and then I'm going to go here to my filters. Okay, and the only thing that I'm going to set here is I only want new or expiring domains, which are new in the last 30 days. Okay, most of these are about to expire. They haven't expired yet. And so I'm going to check that off. And the only other thing that I'm going to check is going to be that I want, same thing, .com, .net, .org. Okay, and then there is no filter in here for Moz domain authority, so we can't check it with this free tool, but with the other Domain Hunter tool, we're going to get all those metrics, so don't worry about that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and search down here, and I'm going to apply the filter. Okay, and so the next thing I want to do is, this is the backlinks column, so I'm going to sort this high to low because I want domains that have at least 50 backlinks or more. And I'm sorry, I don't think I went over that with Domcop. I think I skipped that, but I set this Majestic Links to 50 or more because that's the whole point of buying an expired domain, is that it has a lot of good quality links that you don't have to spend months, and tons of time trying to build. So I set that to 50. So what I'm going to do is, this site only lets you download the 25 at a time, 25 that are on the page, but you can see, there's a ton of them here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that, okay, and then I'm going to go over here to the Domain Hunter, and I'm going to load or import options, and we're going to import from a file, and I'm sorry it doesn't show it here. It's cut off on the screen, but when you click this button, there's an option that pops up to import from your clipboard. So when I click that, what it's going to do is fill in all those domains. Okay, and then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to the next page. Okay, and I'm going to copy, and I'm going to keep doing the same thing until I get a few pages deep where the backlinks are 50. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop when I get to domains that have less than 50 backlinks. So what I'm going to do, that's going to take me probably about three to 4 minutes here. So I'm going to pause this video while I do that. And then when I get all of them in, I will resume. Okay, so that only took a couple of minutes. And so now As you can see, I've got all these in, but I don't have any of those metrics here that we need to evaluate the domains that I put in the filters for Domcop. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on this Analyze Domains, and then I'm going to check off all of these stats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to all. We want to check metrics for all domains, and I'm going to start that analysis. And depending on how many you have, it pulls them in pretty fast. As you can see, it's going out and it's pulling all the metrics, the Moz metrics, the Majestic, and all this other information. So I'm going to pause this until we are all done, and then I will resume. Okay, so that only took about 2 minutes to analyze about 500 domains. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to filter this to the specs that we put in the filter earlier. So I'm just going to click on Filter Domains, and I'm going to add, the first thing that we want to do is we want to get websites that have a domain authority of at least 20 or higher, which is one of the filters that we set. And then we also want the trust flow, as we saw earlier, the Majestic trust flow. Remember, we set that to 5. So let's go ahead and put that same filter in here. Okay, and then as you can see, here we go. We have all of these domains have a domain authority of 20 or higher, and as you can see, let me just once again for reference, we'll go back to Domcop. Domcop told us there were only 2 domains that fit those parameters, but now we know that is not the case. So this misses quite a bit, because this list here, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We have 18 domains that fit those metrics. So, Domcop missed out on about 16 that were available that could be really good domains. And then, like I said, I really like this Facebook share column because Google likes to, favor domains that have a lot of social shares. So we have a lot of good domains here to pick from that we wouldn't have found if we used Domcop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through one more example so you don't just think this was a fluke. I can tell you from experience that this is the case every time I run this, which is why I don't even use Domcop anymore. It just misses too much. And even for local domains, like a lot of times you may be looking for a local one, either for if you're building a PBN to try to get a local site ranked, or you just want to pick a good domain name to start a local business. I found this when you do searches for, city searches that have the names in them, like, Dallas, New York, those kind of things. It's the same thing. You get a ton of domains available that Domcop misses. So let's just run through one more for example's sake. So let's go back to the let me find it again. Where were we? Right here. Okay, so let's just leave these filters, and this time I'm going to put in golf. Okay, and now Domcop is telling me there's only one expiring domain that fits all of those metrics, just one. So let's go back here, and we already have our filter in, so let's just put in golf. Okay, and then as you can see, we have a lot of pages here to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these in real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and run that analysis, and then I will be back with the results. Okay, so we are all finished analyzing those domains, and before I show them to you, the results are quite astonishing. I just wanted to review once again, with all of those metrics, Domcop told us there was only one domain that met those. So let me show you what happened when I put all of these into Domain Hunter. And as you can see, all of these domains are 20 or higher, and there is I went through and counted these earlier. I'm sorry for wasting your time. It says it right here. There are 28 domains, golf domains, that meet all of those metrics versus one. So, I mean, you basically missed out on 99% of the available domains. Great domains, if you just use Domcop. So obviously, Domain Hunter is the software you want to get. I'm going to put the link below. So if you do want to pick it up, please use that link so we can continue to provide free training like this. And once again, make sure you go to the website link, or if you're on the website page already, make sure you sign up for the free domain training and how to profit from these, because there is a couple of more steps. You have to evaluate a couple of more metrics and factors before you choose a domain. Even though most of these are good, you still have to do a little bit more homework before you choose one, and I'm going to go over that in that free training. Okay guys, sorry to cut in here, but when I got finished making this video, I realized I completely forgot to go over the pricing and some of the extra features that you get with Domain Hunter that you have to pay a lot extra for with Domcop. So both of you want to get the professional plan. That's what comes with the features that I went over in the video. That is $97 a month with Domain Hunter Gatherer, and Domcop, their power plan is $98 a month. So they're pretty much the same when it comes to the basic plan. But as I showed you in the video, Domain Hunter gets so much more for $1 less. So you definitely want to go that route. But there's a few extra things that you get with Domain Hunter that you have to pay extra for with Domcop. So let me show you what those are. The first one that you get is the stat checking. When I was analyzing those domains, you can put any domains you want in here. So if you wanted to go to that same website, expireddomains.net, and you wanted to put those into Domcop, it would do all that research for you. However, with your pro plan here with Domain Hunter Gatherer, you get 50,000 credits searches a month to look at domains, and with Domcop you don't get any. And even for that same 50,000 credits, that would cost you $800, which is insane. So that's the one great thing that you get. And the other thing that you get here is you get DOM recovery. Now, I don't use this, but I know, I don't recommend using PBNs, but a lot of people do that with expired domains. And if that's what you're going to do, then this DOM recovery is a pretty cool feature. What that does is just goes to the Wayback Machine, and it will grab all the files for you so you can rebuild the site exactly like it was and save yourself a ton of work. So if that interests you, that is part of the plan, and you don't get that from Domcop. And then the other thing that you get is that is really cool is that you can actually search specific authority websites with this plan. So for example, let's say you had a, beauty blog and you wanted to get an expired domain that had a really powerful link from, let's say, Oprah.com or some high authority website. And this would work with any niche, just like the gun niche or the golf or any of those that I showed you. You could pick some, really high authority websites, even Wikipedia, and you can crawl those websites. And what it'll do is it'll look for broken links. And then it'll check those links, and then if there's expired domains available, it will give you a list of those, so you can pick a domain that already has a really high authority link on it, which is pretty cool. To do that with Domcop, they also allow you to do that, to crawl specific domains, which you could do CNN if you wanted, Fox News, really high authority ones. However, if you want to do that with Domcop, that is also going to cost you quite a bit extra. You have to go with this Guru plan, which would be $184 a month. So you would be paying, what's that, about $85 a month more to get that, and you'd have to buy $800 in credit. So that is the main difference in those, and so you definitely get a lot more here. So just wanted to go over that, and that should take care of everything. Like I said, there's a link below to pick this up. So that's it. Thanks for watching.